welcome back to Wild and Out. It's your boy T Cannon, and it's our favorite segment. It's the high school reunion. All right, y'all, clap me in. At the high school reunion, who we introducing? Who we introducing? This is our buddy Dion, and he's super freaking cool.
Yeah.
Cause he dances at shows that you've never been to. At the high school reunion, who we introducing? E-Man!
Hey, brother, you know I don't do this. You know I can't be doing that. Well, we're going to cut it out real quick. I'm not going to embarrass myself this time.
All right. What's up? It's all good, man. But yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Too Good For You podcast, a podcast that's too good, made just right for you. We have a very special guest in the building.
That's right.
A touch by DION'S is joining us in studio.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you guys?
Good, man. I'm glad to have you.
Nice to see you guys.
It is nice to see you.
been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
A cool minute.
It's been a cool minute, but hey, we're here. We're gonna talk about some things, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some laughs. Normal podcast stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm ready.
good.
All right.
But yeah, so before we, get into the nitty gritties, again, as we have said for the last 18 guests on the show,
that's a lot.
We've got a good amount.
We've known
Yes.
Dion since high school.
That's right.
A long time.
Yes.
Good friend. Great guy. Love him to death. And yeah, I don't know. Is there anything? How would you like to introduce yourself?
Myself?
Yeah.
You said it. We've met in high school.
Mhm.
We're friends.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, like, do you want me to say, like, what I do?
Yeah, what do you do? What's
The stage is yours.
Oh,
you're
Who
good.
are you, man?
Cue the lights. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Effects.
Well, currently right now I am a full-time event planner, like coordinator. I also do like balloon styling, event party decorations. That's my full-time job right now. Mm-hmm. And then on the side, I dance. I'm trying to get into modeling, maybe some acting, maybe like a side part, not the lead, but like the friend that also has cool parts,
Don't forget us. Don't forget us.
We might have something for you down the pipeline.
Yes, please. So that, and then just doing like little side hustles and gigs on the side, trying to get money because life is lifing.
Life is life.
Life is very life-in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have, obviously, like I said, I've known you for a while. And before you were doing event planning, I knew you as a dancer.
Yes.
How long have you been dancing for?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're doing the full...
A long
Taking
time.
it back.
You ever watch those videos on YouTube where it's like so-and-so before they were famous?
Yes.
We're doing that with you.
Okay.
We're just going to do like...
What was your life?
Who were you when you were a baby? Tell us.
Always the dancer. I'm saying no. I've been dancing for, I want to say 14 years. I would say like seriously and I guess professionally would be after high school. So that's 9 years. I'm like, when were we in school?
9 years ago.
I'm like,
Next year, the reunion coming up.
I'm scared. So that long, and then yeah, I kind of do it now a little bit. I had a show that was in February with this organization called the Cray Project. It was like a black burlesque show around like brown and black people. It was like very sexy, but it was also like 80s theme and disco, but there was like all types of genres, like contemporary. We had a little bit of like Afrobeat moves in there, and like it was a lot.
Fun.
Yes. So right now I'm not really doing that, but we're trying to get back into there. I have to focus on some other things,
Of course.
and then I will dance.
What is your background in dance? Is it contemporary? Is it hip hop? Is it a little bit of everything? Ballet? Like what?
I would say a little bit of everything. My main things that I do like though is contemporary. I like hip hop. But I know like Latin dance. I know tap. I know ballet. I'll learn anything. So yeah, I'm pretty open. But I would say my main like strong suits would be contemporary, jazz, and then like hip hop.
Nice. I know you were on the dance team in school. Was that kind of like your big first introduction into like doing dance in front of like stuff and kind of like getting you used to having that performing experience?
Well, when I was little, like elementary, I took dance classes and I did shows. So I already kind of had that feeling of what that was like. But then when I got to high school, that was like my first time competing because we did competitions. We did shows, and I guess more on like an advanced level because the other shows that I would do were like kind of like just at the studio or like community things, but nothing like on a stage or with like people buying tickets and coming to see me and like weeks of rehearsal. So yeah, not until high school was when I like kind of got that like, oh, this is what I really want to do. Like I want to do this for the rest of my life, or at least make it a big part of my life.
What are some like obstacles that you've had to like get through, you know, starting off at that point of being to like you were saying that you had to really be like, oh, this is me trying to do like all this scheduling in advance to make things happen, to essentially, you know, I'm going to jump forward a little bit to you performing, you know, at like Insomniac events and stuff like that. So
oh my god, this is a difficult question.
Well, you put him on the spot with that one, bud.
Line? Where are the cue cards? What do you mean specific? Like, break it down.
yeah, so I mean, like, obviously I don't really know how dancing works,
Okay.
right?
Except for in the club.
I know kind of how performing works, and I know that there are some things, like, obviously, if you have never performed in front of people before, like you said, just getting, for me, again, besides having a podcast, which is like a fake performance because I just do it in front of a camera and then show it to people.
Yes.
I haven't done a live performance. I mean, aside from DJing, but like I did a few like plays when I was younger.
Okay.
And so like for me, like scripts was my biggest like thing that I needed to like overcome to like remember, because like I'd like see the script, I'm like, okay, I have 20 lines, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, I don't
Been
fucking
there.
know. And then so if that's what I mean, kind of like what was something that has like, you know, you didn't not expect, but like something that you weren't used to when it came to dancing and performing that you had to like
Overcome.
get used to. Yeah.
Yes. I would say switching, because like in high school, I feel like we had a lot of time, or at least more time to like rehearse and get ready for like competitions or shows, which I've learned or like grown to learn that that's what I'm more comfortable with, is like having a long preparation and then making it like grand. But in like the industry, it's very like quick, and especially with like, well, with my Insomniac stuff, it's kind of just like free flow, you know. Sometimes they do give us choreo, but it's kind of just interacting, which I'm like, I can do that. But some of the other shows that were like maybe like a week rehearsal, or like these other gigs that I've done where you learn like the day of, and then they're like perform it in front of these people, or we have to do it in front of these cameras, and I'm like, so sometimes it takes me.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm
oh
like,
my God.
to remember it and then like make it look like I've been doing it for like ever, and I'm like, no, I just learned this a couple hours ago.
I know.
That's been a struggle, but I just try to like perform or like fake it, you know, till I make it. And I've, you know, been getting there to like pick up stuff quicker, but it's been a challenge sometimes, and sometimes it can just be like the choreographer or the people you're working with, or just like your mood that day that can change like how you feel when you dance. So sometimes I try to just like leave everything out, but sometimes it's hard. So when I have to like be quick, I'm like, this is overwhelming, but usually it comes out good, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, that's, yeah, exactly. Yep.
Again, excuse my I don't know anything about dancing, right? I know a choreographer is someone who is like the one who is like the director, right?
teach.
They make up the dance essentially and
Yes.
teach it to you. Is that something that you do, or are you like just? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say like, are you just a dancer? Yeah. You don't have the status of choreographer. Like, you're just a dancer.
Yes.
But like, I don't. Is that correct, or do you do choreography as well? Like, how does that?
That's not my like niche. In high school, I had to do that because I was one of the captains, so it was like required. I've also been in other situations where I've had to choreograph, or sometimes I've like kind of wanted to choreograph, but it's just not me. I like to learn it and perform it, and not that you can't do that as a choreographer, because some choreographers are sometimes in their pieces. I don't like that, but I have been in some of my own pieces. But I don't know, something. I like respect the choreographing part of it, but I just feel like I just want to perform.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, think of it like, again, we can go back to the director analogy. Like most actors aren't directors.
Yeah.
They're just actors.
Yes.
Not saying that's not anything worse than being a director, but it
Yes.
is just something different. So yeah, you would just say, I just go out there, perform, do my
Yes.
stuff, and call it a day. Move on to the next bit.
Yes.
Next role, and get it done.
Yes.
Cool. I wanted to ask you, how did we feel about Rihanna's Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. I want to get canceled. I love Rihanna. Yes, but I just wanted something new. Like, everything didn't have to be new, but like a song, you know, maybe like another artist coming out, a little feature. Maybe something with, her man, Travis.
ASAP.
Oh, ASAP. Oh, one of them.
Great guy.
Canceled already. And yeah, I was expecting more. It was cool. I like the little, what do they call it? The
stages.
Yeah, that was tight. That was a little
Little
scary. I was like,
Nintendo,
I want to do that. Yeah, you know. But it was alright.
Have you ever done anything? I mean, I'm not saying you've done a Super Bowl, but like, have you ever worked with like a artist like outside of like Insomniac events? Like, have you ever been like a dancer for
Another bowl.
anyone?
I did a music video with Fall Out Boy. I didn't really dance in that. It was kind of just like walking and like in the background.
You're gonna show me that. You're gonna have to show me that later.
I did a music video with Todrick Hall. I did what else? I'm trying to think of my resume. I've done like little music videos with like people who are trying to like come up. Whose names I forgot. Where else? Other celebrities? No, just events like festivals, and like celebrities happen to be there, but not for a specific like celebrity. But I would love to do the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of insane.
That'd be lit.
If you had to pick a celebrity to be a dancer for, like, who are some of your top celebrities that you would want to do?
I would do Rihanna.
Okay.
I would do anybody.
Open to all of them.
I would do Sam Smith.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a contemporary vibe. Right?
Yeah, it's like, it's lit.
Yeah.
You know, this tour that they're on, it's given. Yes. Who else? I don't know. I want somebody like upbeat, somebody that allows me to like be myself, but also like challenge me to, you know, be a different, you know, side of myself. That I may not be like, that I'm not in my everyday life. So, you know, and then I don't know. I would do Beyonce. Male artists. I don't know. Somebody lit. I would do Chris Brown, but I feel like I would die because Chris Brown be having some stuff.
He got
He will have to. He does the work too.
I ain't got no stamina for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to outshine Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Already a problem.
I'm it's a little scary, but yeah, I would take anybody. As long as it's a good time and I'm respected and I'm be able to be myself and yeah. Perform.
Oh sure.
Oh yes, but I should be having some people. Well, does he have guys? I feel like he has some girls. He has strippers and.
Yeah. This show in Vegas is great. I haven't gone, but it looks crazy.
I want to go.
Yeah. But no, that's cool. I respect that. Who would you dance for?
Shit, can I even dance? No. Who would I dance for? That's a great question. It has to be like a dance routine, huh? Like in the show. I think Kendrick would be kind of fun to dance in.
Okay.
I mean, I've only been to a few like concerts, but
Does he have dancers?
yeah, he does.
Oh.
And it's just kind of cool. Like, what was it? The Damn tour. When he performed in LA, he brought out these people that were like prisoners. Like I forgot what song it was, but they had like orange suits and everything, and the way that they were just moving was like, it's pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to be a prisoner?
He was. Were you waiting for
Prisoner
that?
life.
It looked like you were biting your tongue there. You're like, I got something for his ass right when he's done. Like,
It was the outfit that inspired me.
Letting the conversation ride, man.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't go to a lot of concerts, so I don't really see
I don't know who.
like who performs with dancers and stuff. But yeah, I'd do anyone too. Shoot.
Yeah.
Even if I am shit, I'll do it.
It's like put me in the back.
Yeah, I'll jump into the crowd. I'll be that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, at Coachella, let me see from people there: ATOUCHOFDIONFIDENCE, Rosalia, Bad Bunny. It's giving all Latin artists.
I mean,
It's a vibe.
They move.
That's
Yeah.
upbeat too.
It was a
Out there.
vibe. Who else had performers? Those are like my top three. So I think with them, that's who I would perform with if I had to do Coachella.
That works. We'll take it. If you're listening, what do they call them? Like
Agents.
agents.
Yeah.
Agents.
Who hires you?
Whoever.
Hire Dion.
Let me know.
Yes.
That'd be fun. 2024.
Yeah. That's right.
So-
manifestation.
So I know you mentioned two different kind of dance things you do. So it's like for shows, like performing, right?
Yes.
And then, but more like competition style too. Which one did you like doing the most? I don't know if you're still doing competition. I think that answered my question. Go ahead, keep going though. Go ahead.
Competitions were fun. And I do like being competitive in just general, but I just feel like it's not the same. Because most of the places we like competed were like a gym and I'm trying to think where else. Oh, one of them was like on a stage, but even then it was just like a basic like background and like basic lighting. And I think I'd rather perform that has the whole like look, the lighting, we have costumes for competition, but I just feel like it's a different vibe when you're like on a stage or in like a setting or somewhere that's set up and is meant for the movement versus just like we're in the gym and here's our moves. I did like winning stuff, and I think it was great to like actually lose because it taught us that we could do better. And yeah, although that we thought we were like doing great, we probably weren't so great because some places we competed, we like did bomb, and then we would go to like another city and we would like do horrible. So that's what I like, just seeing and learning about myself and my team. Competitions were all like it was just very stressful. But I like doing like the performances on stage or like a set or something.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we can get into that. So, like we said, you danced for Insomniac.
Yeah.
Raves for the people who are unaware. Which events have you danced for so far?
My first one was EDC Las Vegas. That was 2022. And then my next one was Escape. That was in October at the NOS Center. And then I didn't do Countdown. That's for New Year's. And then what was my next one? Oh, Beyond. That was in
November? Oh, no.
No, it was this year.
Yeah.
I think it was March.
Okay.
Sure.
Because it was after my show. Yeah, I was in March. And then my next one is EDC again, Las Vegas, but in oh my god, in like
It's coming
2 weeks. In like 2 weeks.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Damn.
I was like next
Holy
month.
shit,
next
it
May.
is.
By the time
Yeah.
this episode comes out, it'll be next week. So
Yeah.
going to EDC.
Go check out Dion.
Alright.
Yes.
How did you get into that? That's awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
I feel like any time you have a chance to not just go to like an event, whether it's like Coachella or an Insomniac event, but to be in it, like that's
Yes.
pretty
The other
damn
side.
cool. Like, anything, dancing, just vendor, like just being at an event, like
Especially
working,
at that, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
what's called?
On the other
anytime
side.
you're
Yeah.
working at something that's that big, that I think that's a very big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Of course. So how did you get the opportunity to get into that?
Well, before I became a performer, entertainer, dancer, or whatever they want to call it, I was a raver. I was going hard. We was at all the raves.
Hard as a
And then, of course, I was like, oh, that's something that I want to do. And then, who told me about... I forgot who. And I feel like if they see this, they're going to be like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, I'm sorry.
We put him on the spot. Don't worry.
Did I show up with anybody? I don't know. Somebody told me about it. And then I went. And then, or maybe I pushed no, somebody told me about it. I was like, I didn't look it up. And then I went, auditioned, which was very scary. And then I got it. And then once you audition for EDC Las Vegas, I guess it's an audition for the whole thing, but you audition for EDC and then you're locked in for a whole year.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a contract kind of thing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so once you're in there,
Okay.
you can do any of the Insomniac events.
Nice.
It's not guaranteed that you will do them because you have to reach out to them. Some of them, they've reached out to me, but most of the time you have to be like, hey, I'm interested in
shit.
the event that is next month. And then they'll either be like, nope. But luckily for me, they've been like, yes.
Love
And
that.
I'll be like,
Well,
oh, thank you. And I'll see you there.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to do you have to audition for like every show, or are you just like, hey, like
Mm-mm.
I'm interested? Can I?
No, you just
nice.
usually they require for you to send a headshot again because I know some people change their looks or whatever. So just like an updated photo of you, and then you send your dance resume in case you've done something new. But usually I just send the same. I'd be like, I look the same. I've done the same. Unless I've done an event for them already, then I update and be like, oh, I did this,
Yeah.
and then I'll
Yeah.
send photos that either I took or that I received from that event to let them know, like, this is what I look
I
like.
was already there. Like,
Yeah.
Just bring me
Do you
back.
remember me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like a open audition essentially every year.
Yeah.
Like you just need to know where to go and you can just pull up
Show
and
up.
then
Yeah, it was in February. Yeah, I was like, I had a show that night, so I auditioned, and then I was there for like 6 hours, and then I went to do a show that
Damn.
night. But it was in February. Last year I didn't have anything. I just showed up. But anybody can come. You don't need any dance experience. You could be like,
Bro,
I don't do nothing.
take me down. Take
Yeah,
go.
take it. I just went it before.
into that audition. Let's see what happens.
some carpool buddies. We'll have to go with you next year.
Oh sheesh!
Like, what's up, guys? We're here to audition for the Insomniac. Just
Yes.
like, okay, show us your moves and just
Do the robot.
Yeah.
We're like, okay. What's up, motherfucker?
You're like, I know you got some raves out there that need this
Wanna
movement.
Party with us.
Yeah, it's an open audition. I think especially for EDC because it's a huge event, and I didn't realize how big it was until like I got there.
Bro,
'cause
that's
I've
the
never
biggest
I can
rave, right?
Yeah, I was like,
one of them.
yeah.
oh my god. So I think they're looking for all types of people.
Yeah.
Yes, they do want people who like can dance, and, can pick up
Can
stuff.
look good movie.
Yes, and not looking like,
Just
who is that? What are they doing?
Well, there goes me.
But they have a lot of positions. Like there's people who do, I don't know the like actual name for them, but they do like, they have like butterflies and like things like puppeteers or whatever.
Oh, okay.
There's people who, I feel like you guys would do that since you can't dance. But they had they're like I forgot their names. They're so cute. They're like these like furry mascots, and they look like Care Bears.
The furries?
And they just like they just like dance, and they're like They have these big eyes.
I wonder how they move.
They had choreo. Like it was like a simple like. I think
I could do that then.
But all you do is just like be cute and they hug. You don't have to talk to nobody.
No.
Yeah, you're just there and you're like, and you're warm. You know, you make it hot.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was it. They have a whole bunch of stuff. They have like people who just kind of just there and interact. Like these girls who were like birds or whatever, and they're like in cages and they didn't dance at all. And then there was like my position. I was a carnival clown, and we were like on the stages. We were in the barricades. We were on the rides with people. We were walking around. We were like vibing. It was like, yeah, it was good. There's every level.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Fuck.
When's the next audition? Oh, no, hold on.
February.
No, while you collect your thoughts. It's February?
Yes. So
Damn,
you can
what's
like
a year?
learn something.
Shoot.
But you don't want to be too
Dion about to
good.
teach us. Dion about to teach us, actually.
Well, unless you want to like a great, like you want to go in there like and then kill it, and then you guys get to EDC and be like, oh, I'm scared, I didn't know.
We perfected one dance routine.
Calvin Harris.
Oh,
To show off.
okay. I didn't know if you'd be like, oh, now that I have the moment.
No, I'm
Take
gonna
me
get
down.
on stage and be on stage.
Yes.
Because I was gonna be like, is that fucking Tyson up there? Like, why is he?
Yeah,
Why
it
is he
is.
next to Slander. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'd go in there. I'd give 150%.
Yeah.
We
And
got.
they'd be like, okay, we gotta get this guy
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so beautiful. All those shows. Which one was your favorite that you performed at?
I would say EDC.
Okay. The
Escape
bigger the
was
better.
chilling. Beyond, that was good. That was chilling. And then my next one would be EDC. So yeah, I feel like EDC just because I'd never been there and there was just so much. I feel like I was a guest, but also working, you know, still. But we just got to do so much. And then my group was cool. My PA, personal assistant, was cool.
Dion got a personal assistant. Wow.
Well, for the group.
Wow.
Not for me. Yeah.
My bodyguard. And pretty sick, dude. He's just hanging out. And, you know,
No, for the group.
Hello.
They were chill. Nobody was like mean to us or like I didn't get any like
like the
bad,
people,
yeah,
the
you
vibes
know,
are
like anybody trying to fight us or like be
that.
like gross or
I
anything.
would hope that they wouldn't try to fight. Like, what
we
the
gonna be
hell?
on some stuff there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
They're like, give me an experience right now.
Yes. But that one was fun. That was definitely like I didn't expect any of that. So I think that's what made it even better. It was like going in with like no expectation.
Yeah.
And then it being like, wow, like this is dope.
That'll be us 2024, baby.
Yeah.
No experience.
I'm down, dude.
Never been.
down.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
what I'm saying.
The worst thing they're gonna say is no.
Yeah.
I'll cry in front of them.
They email you. They email you.
I'll just send the crying emoji on my email back.
See you next year.
It's like, we'll try again. But yes, that's what I wanted to ask. The audition. 6 hours.
Oh,
Was-
for the audition?
Yeah. Is that just because there were just so many people, or is that just how auditions go? Like,
No. Negative.
okay. It's like your bit is only 30 seconds. You just have to wait 5.5 hours just to get seen.
Well, that was my longest. This year was longer, but I had to leave. We'll get to that. But last year was still long, and I stayed to the end. But yeah, no, I've never done. But apparently, like some of my like friends and people that I met there were like, "Oh, I've done auditions for like this person or this, you know, this event, and they've been long." And I'm like, "Oh, I've only done stuff that like, yes, there's been a lot of people, but." I was on there for like, I guess the max was like 4 for that. Or like, yeah, not 6. This one I think was, we had to be there at 12. And then it wasn't done until 9:30.
God damn.
And I left at 6 something because I have to do the show. And then I just spoke to people and told them my situation. And I was like, if you book me, you book me. And if you don't, you know, I understand I have to leave.
I'm
And
already a dancer.
yeah, I was like, I didn't get to finish.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, no.
Oh, this guy is a dancer.
You remember me? I was like, yay.
So we'll do that. We'll do that excuse too. We'll go to like, hey man, you know, just want to be honest with you. Like, I have a show after this. I gotta dip a little early. I'm established.
No. Well, I knew the lady, so she was chill. So like last year, and they did the same format, at least for the part that I was there for this year, like they did last year. But you come in, you turn in your headshot, you turn in your dance resume, They give you a number. You go to the photographer. They take 3 different sides of you, and then you wait in this long line. It's like an assembly line, and then it goes like all the way through this club, like up the stairs, around this way, then up another flight of stairs, and then you go down some stairs, and you're performing on this stage, and there's a DJ behind you, and then on the floor is the person who's gonna book you. And then there's like some other staff that's like looking at you.
I feel like that's worse than being at the performing. Like,
yeah, it's just one person.
That. Yeah, I would just hate.
Yeah, or like 3. Well, there's this year's 2, and I think last year there's like 3. But like people are like coming in and out.
Yeah.
But you have 3 people, so it's like 3 different spots.
I was gonna say, is it just you up there?
No. You come down, that person moves over, the other person goes, and then you have like. Last year, I feel like it was super quick. Like, I feel like it was like 30, 30, 30. And this year was like, I feel like I was there for the whole song. I was like, I was looking over like, can we switch? Yeah, I was like, I don't know what they were like trying to look for, but they usually flash you with like a light and be like, move. So you're like,
like
looking
you're out, like
yeah.
that thing. Wow.
They're like, because at the events, that's how you know when to get off the stage. So when we're performing and stuff, there's no like, you don't get zapped or like we don't have no earpiece that's like get off.
Yeah.
So you're looking for like your PA or whoever, and then they flash a light, and then you like wave, and then you leave.
Bro.
So it's a whole like.
I was gonna say I'm about to go to a concert or a thing and bring my own flashlight.
Get out.
It's time to go.
Dude, I feel like I would just be I'd be so zoned out. I would just like freak out. Wouldn't even look.
They're just like dancing. The song's over.
For 6 hours. Get the fuck off the stage. Like, oh god, I'm sorry. I was working so hard.
They're like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, they have to get the cane. They have to, like, drag me
the cartoon cane.
Yeah, they fucking drag me off the stage.
Come on. Yeah, no, it was that.
So what do they have you like?
You just do whatever.
So they're just like, okay, like
they don't even tell you. So you just come
get
down
you on stage. They say, DJ goes play,
Perform.
and then there's like do something.
Yeah, so the DJ plays the whole time. I think they switched DJs because like I don't expect the DJ to play for hours.
Just fucking sit there. And play.
Easy.
Yeah.
But you just come down and you can see everybody. So like while you're in line, you can be like, okay, what they doing? You know?
Oh, they got you watching, or other people watching you?
Yeah, in the line, like you're looking over and you're like, okay, it's my turn. Let me scoot up. Okay, and people clap and cheer. But you just do whatever. You know, like I did a little bit of different styles. I was like pop in and hip hop, but then I did like character and like more acting, and then I interacted with the people next to me. And I think they want to see. I feel like every time I do an audition, I imagine me already having it and me already being there. So I'm like, how would you perform? Yeah, you're there. You know, everybody's in here. The DJ's behind you.
You're not here to audition. Like,
no,
I'm showing you what it's going to look like on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was me. I was just like, my first year I didn't think about that, but going in the next time I was like, oh, let me do what I did, last time. And I was pretending there was people in front of me, and like we was hype and there was effects, and I was looking at her who was trying to see if she wanted to book me, and I was like, hey, and vibing and just being me and hyping up the crowd that wasn't there. So I just did that, and some people do that, some people just be in their own world. Some people were just there, and like who you could tell they did something else, and they would just be like waving, or like a guy, he was like a juggler, but he also like balancing. He was like, I don't dance, I don't know what to do, and I was like, just go, and he was just like kind of grooving.
I thought he was gonna start juggling.
No, he didn't bring anything.
He brought his juggler
to that part.
He's a fucking juggler. You fumbled the bag, my guy. You gotta bring your pops.
But yeah, well, in that first round, you just do that. So there's like a specialty round for people like who do like fire and all that stuff. And
that's cool.
Yeah, they don't want to see that yet. They just want to see the people who want to be on the stages and like perform or like be the dancers or whatever. So you just do that, and like some people just groove like they was in the club, and they're like, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do later. Don't look at this part. So you just do that, and then the second, I guess, round is, well, when you're finished, they let you know if they want to see you do choreography or if they want you, or you're done. And then if you don't have a specialty act, you go home and you wait for the email. But if you go to choreo, you go in this room, you learn choreo, and then they'll see you later. And then that's what I did. I waited, but then I was like, I gotta go. So they didn't see me do the choreo, but they obviously, I guess, knew that I know how to do choreo. And then last year it was specialty acts, so they did like grouped people together. It's like all hula hoopers, all people who can juggle, all this and that. And then after that, they do the choreo. And then after that, we kind of just like vibe out, and then you go home. But there's usually like, I want to say 500 plus people who audition.
Gosh, dang, that's crazy. I didn't realize how much like the process was.
Yeah, it's
throughout this whole audition thing.
It takes a while. Yeah.
I mean, I believe it. I mean, I know I auditioned. Well, I sent a tape in like for like DJs. Like when I was DJing, they have like open submissions to do like, you know, like the 4 o'clock slot like at the show. So like when the
Like openers, yeah.
So I did like a few of those. Like I did, I think like 2 when I was in college, and I mean, yeah, I didn't have to go anywhere. I just had to send in, you know, like the SoundCloud link or whatever. But I can't imagine like how many just things they get. I mean, it's not even like people. Like if there was in person again, like maybe I would have gone, but then I would have been with like 100, 200 other DJs out there. Like this is just, you're getting 500 links because it's easier.
Yeah.
So I can imagine. I mean, it's Insomniac. You know, they're a huge company, so I can imagine that it's a very long process.
Yeah.
To go through everyone and vet and.
Do they audition everyone, or do they be like, oh, cutoff is met, like that's it?
No, I thought they would, because last year I think the first like round was only, I want to say like 4 hours, and then this time it was still going when I left, which was like 6:30.
Yeah.
And when I left, there was still a line, and I was like, when are y'all? If it's getting midnight,
all the judges are like, I didn't like any of them. We're gonna have to go to day 2.
I was like, is there a cutoff? Like, how much are you guys paying hourly to be here?
I'll take that shot.
Shit, I know, right?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, but she sits there. Her name's Miss Easy, and she's the one who is our, like, I guess, agent or like talent, you know, scouter who books us. And yeah, she sits the whole time, and she's like, yes, like
she got the stank face.
Yeah, she wants to see everybody, which I really like, and that's what I know with like the whole pandemic. It was like submit this and video, and like I didn't want to do that because some people can edit good stuff, or you know, you're submitting what you want them to see, and you're not gonna submit a mess up or like, you know, the bad part.
Redo like
you know,
much time until it's perfect.
and that's what I don't like, because I'm like, well, of course, and then now you have to pick from that. But I like in person, because if somebody messes up, they messed up, or like they said they were good, but like, okay, not
shows the
proven.
true.
Yeah, it's very raw, and you're just doing you. So I like that it's all in person. Yes, it's a long process for not just us, but for the staff. But I prefer that you're getting what you see there. So not some thing that somebody made at home and was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, looking forward to your new EDC stories.
Yes,
and,
another
best of
year
luck out there, and
Another year.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yes.
But so moving on from dance, you are also another man of many talents. Your event planning business. Let's talk about it.
Free promo. Free promo.
So this is your, like you said, this is your full-time job now.
Yes.
So give us a little bit more. I know you mentioned it a little bit briefly in the intro, but like, can you give us a little bit more information about what exactly it is that you do with your business?
Yes. So I feel like the title I give myself like changes per person. But originally it was an event coordinator, and then I did party like decor. Yeah, like event styling. But then I say like I'm a balloon stylist, but then for some people they think I do like the character, like the clown, like and I don't do that. That's not me. Which some people ask for, and I'm like, sorry, don't. Or like, I know some people, but I don't do that. But yeah, and then recently I've been saying like event planning, because I do both, but I just don't. I prefer the coordinating part, because I feel like the planner is in charge of getting like the main deets from the client, and then the coordinator would be the person that deals with that deets and make sure what the information you got, you get that, you know. I don't have an event planner in my business, but I prefer the people to like already have the other stuff already planned out. Yeah,
I'm looking for the centerpiece.
How do you want?
I'm looking for a balloon
Yes.
arch. But we're like, perfect, I can do that for you.
Yes.
Go ahead and do it.
That's me.
Just
So
being like, I'm having a party, help me. Like, what the fuck?
you don't have anything? You don't know?
What colors do you like?
Yeah. Who's it for? Like,
What's happening?
yeah, I get those people. But my main, I guess, focus, but you like see on my Instagram is the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a balloon like stylist, maker. And I do like garlands and columns and arches and helium balloons and yeah, everything but the
Animals.
The animals.
You should be like, I can make an animal for you.
I can make it
like the big one. Like the big one.
Oh,
Like,
I can make those out of balloons.
exactly.
Yeah, like I can
Just
make
be like, yeah, I know I'm not doing like a clown thing,
No,
but
no, no.
I can make a better one for
It's
you.
not,
Like-
it's not a personal
Life size.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
decoration piece.
Yes.
Animal.
Yeah, no, not those.
How did you get into that?
Well, I've always been into like decorating. I would say more like interior design was like a thing for me. Or that I was like interested in. But I don't know. I feel like when I went to like parties or people had parties, like my friends and stuff, I was like, oh, I want to help with this, or like, let's decorate this. And then when I got to college and I was a part of ASI, we did a little bit of that, but I would say more of the like planning part. Because then the other people came, like the third party people, and they set up their whatever they did, you know. And then once I left there, kind of wasn't really doing that, just focusing on, you know, dance and life. But then during the pandemic, I needed a job because I got laid off. And then my dad introduced me to this lady who did setups like on the beach with like the charcuterie boards and like the low tables.
I've seen those,
and kind of like a, you know, elegant picnic experience.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then that ended, and then I got introduced to somebody else, and they did balloons. And I was like, balloons? And then I was thinking the animals, and I was like,
You're like, I don't be making these.
how much is the bait? And I was like, huh? And then I like saw her work, and I was like, oh, this is kind of dope. And I was like, I'll learn, you know, it won't hurt. I was struggling in the beginning. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But I liked working for her and just like learning and like seeing what you could do with balloons. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And then she was like, do your own business. And I was like, no. But then I thought about it. My dad motivated me. She motivated me. My mom motivated me. And I was like, oh, there's some pros to this. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And
here we are.
here we are. Yeah,
right.
it's a touch of confidence.
There you go.
Right.
If you need anyone,
No, I mean, because it really is beautiful work.
The work, yeah.
Especially the balloons, but everything else you do, because like I said, you also do like other.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm trying to like shift to, or not shift. I want to still do the balloons, but I want people to know also that I do like other stuff. Like I don't have to do balloons.
Yeah.
Like I can do like floor work. I can just do the tables, centerpieces, and then even if I can't do it, I can get it for you. So I've done events where people need like a taco man, or they need a DJ,
Shit,
or they need dancers.
hey, I'm gonna need some. We're gonna talk after this.
Yeah, like if anybody
some
does
taco
anything,
mans.
I always try to network with them, and I'm trying to actually do that now, is where I like collaborate with people, and like if they DJ at an event and they need decorations, like mention me, and then if I do an event and they're like, oh, we need somebody to do music, I'm like, say less. So yeah, a little bit more of that, but my main focus is the balloons and just like helping you organize, plan out your event, but I can do the other stuff, or at least get it for you.
All right, everyone. Hello. Sorry about that. We're back. We had some technical difficulties here in the studio, but I think we are all we're fixed So yeah, we can get back to talking about events and planning and the things you want for the future. Let me tell you. Excuse me. Tell me about the future. What do you see like going forward for a touch of Dionfidence? Like I know you were saying that you want it to be not just balloons,
Yes.
but what is that? What you want to see for the future of it, or like what are you envisioning for the future of your business?
Somebody asked me that the other day. And I feel like my answer will change within the months or year or whatever. But I know I want to always be hands-on with my business. I know with some businesses, once they get bigger, you hire people, you have this team, and they do the work, and then you're kind of just like overseeing everything and just chilling. And I feel like I would do that, but I don't want it to be where like I'm never a part of it, and you never see like who's owns it, like who's the boss, you know, like. And I'm like, no, I want people to still see my face, the face of the business. So I feel like I may not be like blowing up balloons or getting ready and driving here and there, or like on the computer trying to order stuff, but it's showing up and like helping out here and there, or being like, oh, you should move this or you should move that. Yeah, for that aspect, I feel like that's what I'll be doing. But as far as like the company, I don't know if I want it to be big, I don't know. I feel like I still need to learn more about like business things and all that, and even having a team and like the do's and don'ts of that. But I like that it's a small business, and I would want my team to be small. And yes, like I will travel anywhere, but I don't want it to be like, oh, A Touch of Dionfidence has like another company in this area, and I'm like, well, I'm never there, or like, and I'm like, yeah, we just have Zoom meetings or something, or like I go out there once a month, and I'm like, no, like I like that. I do want an establishment maybe, because right now, I just like do it from my phone or whatever. I don't have like an office, but yeah, I like that it's small. I think it makes it special, and you can like really focus on things, and I'm more about like the quality of it, than being like, Touch of Dionfidence is everywhere. He's this huge company. No, I just like doing it here and there. And yes, it is like my full-time thing and my bread, and I want the money, but I'm not opposed to being like, oh my God, I'm making all this money, but I'm okay with like being like satisfied with whatever, if my stuff is getting paid for, I'm living my life, I'm happy, like great. I don't want to be greedy, be like, more, give me all of it, I want all the money. Yeah, I feel like I'm able to help out my family and those who have helped me, and get myself paid for, and have a comfortable, loving, fun, enjoyable life, then I'm satisfied. Like, yeah, the business is gonna be the business.
There you go.
Nice.
What kind of events have been your favorite to do? Like, because I'm sure you probably do like baby showers, birthdays,
Weddings.
Oh yeah, I did a wedding. Yes.
So what's your favorite style of event?
Ooh.
Does it just depend on what the people are looking
or
for,
the theme,
or asking, or is it?
Excuse me. Oh, I never thought about that. Ew.
Asking the important questions.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist.
I would say, oh my God, baby showers have been cool, or like anything to do with the baby, like gender reveal. What else? Birthdays. I love a good birthday. I feel like I've done a lot of like first birthday for like a child.
That's
I
a
think those
big
are
one.
cute.
Yeah.
And I also like seeing like because I follow other people who do this as well, and then finding like creative ways to put in the word like one. It'll be like Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
or whatever,
yeah.
or like I'm like, oh, I never thought of that.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, I'm like, cute, thank you. So yeah, people finding ways for that, and I'm like, cool. Or just even stepping away from like the typical, like balloon like pop of like a gender reveal, and like finding other ways with other things and water and smoke and just other things you can do have been cool. But as a favorite, I don't know. I like it all.
Great answer.
Yeah.
PR train. PR train.
I like it all.
PR train.
Yeah, I like it all. I feel like it's the clients. I feel like all my clients have been super cool. I've had like difficult situations where like they don't really know, or like they leave it up to me, which sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like you're putting this all, it's like your event, but you want me to like to decide. And I'm like, will you like it? Because I know what I like, but like, will you like that?
That's true.
So that's been something that I've had to deal with. But yeah, no, I like them all. I haven't had any. I've had some like stressful ones, but nothing to where I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Job is over.
Yeah, I'm like, let me choose something else.
What is what's your favorite balloon architecture to create? Do you have one, or are you just like?
I would say I definitely like, I have this like circle like stand. It's gold and we put balloons on that. I love that.
Arrangement's probably a better word, right?
Yeah.
Arrangement. Yeah.
I guess like that. I love the typical like it's like a 7, but some people do like a backwards 7 where it's like the top and then the side. But then some people get like creative. Like I've been trying to figure that out and create my own flow.
Okay.
I haven't been given the opportunity, but there's like some people that I follow that just like create. It's like, yes, it is art, but I just feel like more than just like balloons. Like when I look at it, I'm not like, oh, that's balloons. I'm like, wow, that's some cool.
That's a
like
setup.
that's a setup. I'm like, this is some art. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
like, and they have like lights and other stuff hanging and floral and like the whole table and everything. I'm like,
It's all cohesive.
that's what I want to do. I'm like, somebody
cohesive.
have me do that. Then the typical, just like, here's my wall, put it up. There'll be like a dessert table in the front. I'm like, yeah, cool. I want to do something else. Give me the freedom.
What is something that you would like to add to like your repertoire of things to make your events, you know, like say money's not an option and you like, fuck it, I want to have fireworks. A touch by DION'S, like we just have fireworks. Like what is like something
That'd be kind of
like,
crazy.
What's something that you would like want to have, you know, to help you, you know, set yourself apart from other planners, or just something that you have always like wanted to have, like, oh, I just want to have like the DION'S mobile or something. I don't know. Like,
That'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of sick. man.
pull out, like, oh shit, Dion's here.
Dion's like, say that again. Which one was that?
Oh, fireworks would be cool. Wow, these are really good. It's making me
Got you
think.
thinking.
I'm gonna have to like reflect later tonight. I like the mobile idea. I would have to like think about that and like how would that even work. But
I don't know.
that would be cool. What would I want? I have to think about it, but something that allows me to be more involved with the client. You know, usually it's like I'm setting up and they're like doing their own thing or getting ready, and then I dip. And then there's no really like interaction, and I think sometimes that doesn't help as far as like trying to get them to come back later on, because we didn't really have interaction. It was like, this is what I want, you did it, and goodbye. Like we weren't like
You just did a service. You're not really making that.
that connection. And I'm like, I don't really know you, and it's like, okay, bye, see you. And then when I try to like hit them up later, like, oh, we have this promo or this is on sale, it's kind of like, okay, cool, yeah, like I get you for the work, but then we didn't really like, and they liked the work obviously, but we didn't. I feel like having that connection kind of like maybe draws them in more and
builds that loyalty kind of thing.
And I'm like, I don't know how. I mean, I am setting up and I'm there for the event, and most of the events I'm not like chilling at the event unless I know them, and we're not like catching up or like, what, tell me more about yourself. But I wish there was something that I could do. Maybe the animals. That would allow me to be there for the event and still like be like, this is my art, but I'm also doing something. I don't know, or like, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Yeah,
I got you. Drones. Let's get into the drones.
drones.
That'd be kind of
like,
sick. Like you only see those at big shows.
Drone shows.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, something to interact. And I'm like a people person, and I like to engage with the people. And yes, sometimes I do talk, or like sometimes they'll watch me set it up, and that's where we like have that connection. But then it's like it's done and goodbye, and I'm like, I don't like this. I'm like, I want to be here. Yeah.
I'm trying to think about
What I could do, yeah. I mean, I could add another element, like, that would allow me to be there. Like, I was joking about the animal. I would do that. But I guess I would have to be there for the party to, you know, do the animals. But yeah, I'm trying to think of something that is close to the decorating side, but I guess allows me to be there, which I'm like, I don't know what I would be decorating during the event. And then, yes, I could, like, do another talent, like dance, or, like, do something else there, like, I don't know.
Do like a photo booth where you set up the backdrop and then like, I have to be here to
Take the
make sure
picture
no one
and
takes my
print out the
camera.
thing.
Yeah. You are creating the backdrop for the event, but then you also have to stay there, take pictures, and you can give you a chance to stay and
Interact with more people.
with them.
A lot more people.
Like
Yeah.
props or whatever. Obviously, you've done events, so you know how props go, and you can.
You make them comfortable. I know people don't like taking pictures, so it's like you're there like, hey,
It'd be a good time.
Loosen up.
Yes.
Let's loosen up.
Oh, I like that. It'd be my work and the photos, and
Exactly. Yeah, this is
then
touched by DION'S backdrop.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's in the works.
There we go.
There it is. There
I
it is.
like that.
Okay, good to hear.
Tyson's like on the back of those film strips, you're gonna have to put a watermark with "Too good for you."
Mine.
Yeah. Use the code "Too good for you."
20% off.
way. Oh, way.
I like that.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I think just being able to make that connection with guests is always important, and having that. But I'm sure you'll figure out what you need to get to do that.
He's already thinking. He's already thinking.
Oh, I'm like, wait a minute.
What if what are some of like the complications that you kind of have to go through that most people don't really understand on your end that you've had to just
Can I get my list?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah,
Oh.
because when you think about it, right? If I'm just like, hey, I'm looking for help, and I see you, and I'm just like, hey, just DM you like, hey, I need help for an event. Like, here's the dates. Here's what I want, and then.
Yes.
But you're like, okay, like, what are
else?
some things where you're like, okay, like, I need.
My main thing that has been from the get-go, and it's still continuing, is budget. Yes. Yeah, I mean, people, I don't know what it is, and, I try to keep it professional and not be like, give me that budget, or like, how much money do you have?
Yeah.
But people give me all this information and, like, what they want, and they'll send pictures, and we'll have these phone calls and emails back and forth, and then they won't give the budget. And then when I give a quote, it's either like, oh, that's too much, or, well, we found something better, or da-da-da-da-da. And what I try to focus with my business is, like, still helping you out. Like, I get it. Yeah, like, we ain't all, up there in the 1%. So I'm like, well, how much you got? Like, just be real with me and be like, oh, I got $200. And I'm like,
Cool.
We'll make something work. We'll try to do something. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, I can do like where people spend thousands of dollars, but I don't want to be that business that turns like the blind itis to somebody who's like, oh, it's just my daughter's birthday and she wants a bouquet. And I'm like, yes, like, of course. And I think people sometimes may see the work or whatever, or see the price, and they're like, oh, well, he's not going to want to go from $1,000 to $200. And I'm like, no, you won't get $1,000 work.
That's right.
But we can maybe work something out, as long as, like, what I'm doing right now is, like, I'm breaking even or I'm not losing money. I'm willing to do it for you. And if you're like respecting me and you know, you shout me out and give me more business and this and that, then I'll do your event. You know, it's a win for win. But I feel like people just like kind of just shoo away, or they don't want to continue the conversation, and that can be like stressful because like I just gave you all this information and this and that, or like we planned it out, and then they're like, sorry, we don't have the money for that. And I'm like, well, how much money do you have?
Yeah.
Come to me with that first, because I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly. That definitely should be a beginning of conversation. You're like, hey, I'm looking to have an event, and I saw your work. I would like to work with you. You're like, cool. How much are we looking to spend for this event? Once you let me know, then I can give you all the things I can do with $1,500.
Yes.
I can do this, this, and this. What exactly are you looking for?
Yes.
I'm like, I got $5. Cool. You got 5? I could do one balloon.
here you go.
Is that what you like? Or what do you want? Oh, you want a waterfall.
But
That's going to cost more than $5.
Yes.
You have to find someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, like, come to me with the... And some people don't, I know, have, like, a set price. But it's, like, a range, because...
Exactly.
Some people are like, well, I don't really know. And then when I'm, like, 3, I'm like, so you know that you get the 3. So then you'll just be like, anything less than the 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good. But to be like, I know, And then when I give you something, you're like, no. I'm like, well, obviously not that high.
Yeah.
That's my main thing.
Yeah. I think, any type of service like that, it can definitely be arranged because, you could always, you could have like, oh, here's a $400 package, here's a $600 package, here's a $1,000 package.
Yes.
But like you said, someone, is like, oh, I want the $1,000 package, but only have $700. You can probably get by with cutting one thing out of this, or finding a cheaper alternative to something you'd use in this package to get you down to the 700. But if as long as you just tell me what you want, like how much you need, I'll work with you, my guy.
Yes. They just be like, bye.
Yeah.
No, come back, please. That's the main thing. Just the budget. There's other conflicts where, like, I just would say, like, not giving me enough information, but then I just ask and they give it. Because some people, like, my main clientele is coming from, like, Yelp. And people would just be like, date and theme. And I'm like,
that don't help me.
so what's the time?
I need the full details, man.
What decor do you want? Do you even want balloons? Like, I'm like, what is this?
That's a person asking for the waterfall for $5.
Yeah, I'm like, hello? Like, I'm so
Get an
confused.
introduction?
Yeah, like, there's no information here. I just have the date and the theme. So that's always funny to me, because then I have like a format, and I'm like, answer these questions, send it back. So then like get those people, and I'm like, but this can be avoided if you just gave me all. I'm like, do people not? I mean, I get it. Some people aren't like thinking about all that stuff, but sometimes I'm like, do you think about it from my side?
A regular rule of thumb. This is a too good for you exclusive rule for life. Always give more information if you're trying to get something done than not enough information. If you need something, tell the person what you want and give as much information as you can, or else you ain't gonna get what you asked for, man. It's a simple thing. Yeah, I mean, if you want the waterfall, have waterfall budget. If not, lower your expectations or figure out something else.
Yes,
we can't do a waterfall. We could do a balloon waterfall that don't move, but it look like a waterfall.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So exactly. Just but. I get you, but I mean, I think that's something that'll always kind of happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just because, it's everyone is always 1,000 places at once, so everyone's mind is here and there. They're just like, we have a fucking party next week. We need something to help us. You're like, okay, what the hell? But
that's true.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Yes.
But yeah, man, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I think I've learned.
I'm learning a lot right now. I don't think people give enough credit to like event planners and people who set all this stuff up, because like there's a lot of work that goes behind it that I'm sure Dion knows.
Yes.
Like through and through. But yeah, man, like it's cool that you're giving us the perspective and like kind of the behind the scenes, because I didn't know how all this stuff works.
Yeah.
But
fine.
yeah,
It's fine.
so
Yes, that is true. Because most people, when they just go to something, you just see it.
Yeah.
Not many people are thinking about what it took to do
like,
that.
damn, this
or-
took an hour to get
Yeah.
done. This took this material to make.
Yeah,
Yes.
That kind of stuff, you
I
know.
mean, I can even think of like recent. Like I went to a wedding not too long ago, but like even like a wedding planner. Like in my head, I'm just like, dude, weddings just fucking happen. Like they just kind of pop out of nowhere. But it's like no, motherfuckers, you gotta have someone that schedule,
Legit
coordinate,
plan.
do everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's all done. I'm like, fuck, really? I gotta pay how
Stressful.
much for a goddamn wedding? Like,
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot. People don't think about that too, like the whole pricing of it. And I feel like, yes, anybody, if you really wanted to, you could do like what I do or like, any other thing, But, and some people, their time is more important. That's why I feel like they pay. They're like, I ain't got time to
Just
be.
a convenience.
Yeah. They're like, I ain't got time to be trying to learn this and do this and that and pop or blow up these balloons and do all this. But I wish people like kind of had an idea, thought kind of about that and be like, oh, this does take work.
does
and
take
like,
work.
I spent a lot of hours and like, I'm just not, it's not something easy that I woke up and was like, let me do some balloons. I'm like,
Bro, I got a janky like balloon garland thing from like Party City, and that alone took me like an hour to freaking blow everything up, tie it into this little thingy, and I'm all like, I can't imagine people are doing like these grand ones, with the
I'm
big
like-
balloons. Yeah, exactly. And it's
That's
like,
what I think people think too, because sometimes people will send me images and like you can see sometimes because they don't crop it. It'll be like $20 balloon, like to get it from Amazon or for somewhere. And I'm like, yes, I've definitely been there and like before I even knew how to do any of this and was like, oh, I could just do that, for $20. But it's the time and then the quality.
Yep.
Like you can definitely tell the difference from that versus like somebody doing something for $300 or plus, dollars. And
Yeah.
like, I don't want to give you, if it can be better, like, I want to give you that. I'm not going to be like, okay, give me the $20 Amazon package and I'll put it up. I'm like, no.
yeah, it's mass production
Yes.
over handcrafted work. Right?
Yes.
You're putting in your time, effort,
Yep.
creative mind into
Yes.
something instead of just being like, I have all the pieces, I just gotta put it together. Like,
No, it's
that's
a lot.
right.
yeah, it changes for everything. So,
Yes.
but yeah, man, I wish you nothing but the best in all your business endeavors. I wish you, what they say in the biz, you break a leg when you're dancing. Not realistically.
I hope not.
But no, yeah, I hope
I need these legs. I ain't trying to blow up these balloons in this wheelchair. No way. I'll make it work.
There you go, of course. But no, man, I wish you the best in all your dances, endeavors, and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the opportunity where we leave the floor up to you. You can do your shout outs, you can do your plugs, you can do whatever you want. You go ahead and talk to the people. We just gonna sit back and let you do your thing.
That's right.
Oh, well, A Touch of Dionfidence. That is my Instagram. Also, my website, if you just put in www.atouchofdionfidence.com. Also on Yelp. Working on a Facebook. Not really on TikTok, but you can look me up there. And then Dionfidence is my personal page. Follow me on there. And that's all my little handles. Book me. Yes.
There we go.
Please. We can break some. Give me your budget, please. But that's it. Yeah. If you're going to EDC, hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Amen.
Well, thank you again for coming on. It was a pleasure. Honestly, it was amazing to have you. It's been a long time since we talked, so it's awesome to have you here.
Thank you.
I mean, I feel like this is getting old because I told all the guests this, but we know that every guest that comes onto this show is gonna do bigger and better things. So we're glad to be a part of it now.
Yes. Thank you.
But honestly, again, wishing you the best for everything that you do, dancing, the business, everything. And thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And then I'll do my own personal shout out.
Oh.
Hit me up on Instagram, @MaltonApp. Everything else I don't want you to find.
Oh.
Tyson?
Yes, thank you again for coming on and talking with us, giving us all the fun insights about your life endeavors and stuff. We really appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you guys go check out the show at Too Good For You Pod. That's the number 2, good, the number 4, and the letter U Pod. That's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon, patreon.com/Too Good For You Pod. $5 a month supports the show.
Yes.
If you guys like it, go ahead and hit us up on there. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Iron Shogun and whatever else is on my link in my bio. So it's all there. But yep, thank you for joining us. A touch of Dionfidence.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys next week. Later.